And I want to play that's a little clip. It's roughly 10, 11 minutes long, and it's a kind of an award-winning little video from online produced by Rhonda Fink Whitman, and she's a veteran TV and radio personality, award-winning screenwriter, and she's author of a novel, which really isn't my point here. I'm not trying to promote her so much, but she's the daughter of a Holocaust survivor. So we're kind of staying with this theme. And as the survivors of the Holocaust become fewer and fewer, as you all know, Rhonda hits the college campuses, and she's going to quiz some college students, and she ends up being appalled, as am I, by the ignorance of the students that she's talking to in Pennsylvania. She kind of says the way to prevent what's going on anywhere and everywhere is to be educated about what happened historically, and for that matter, what's happening now as it concerns even Christian persecution. So she made this little online film, and her appeal is that there are some states who are appropriately educating high school students. They would be New York, New Jersey, Illinois, California, and Florida in Holocaust history. Holocaust studies is mandatory in those 5 states. And then she talks to some of those students who can answer her questions. The others have had quite frankly, you will hear students who can't answer the most basic questions. She's not blaming the students. She's really blaming the educational system. Let's play that little clip. It's 10, 11 minutes long, and then I'll come back and wrap things up.
Oh, hey, hi. I'm Rhonda Fink Whitman, author of 94 Maidens. It's a Holocaust story inspired by true events. It's a story about how my mother survived the Holocaust. It's no secret I've been pushing my home state of Pennsylvania to make Holocaust education mandatory in classroom. We're talking public and charter schools, grades 6 through 12. I'm concerned as the daughter of a Holocaust survivor, as an educator, as a mother of college-age kids, and as a human being, because genocide is going on today, right now. But you can't blame the kids. No one's teaching it to them. By the time they get to a college campus, they should know a thing or two about the Holocaust and other genocides, so that when the plague of denial creeps onto their campus, they're armed and ready with the truth. Let's find out what they do or don't know about the Holocaust. You went to public school in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And I'm just going to ask you a few questions, some general history questions.
Okay.
What was the Holocaust?
The Holocaust, I'm on the spot now.
Where did the Holocaust happen?
I have no idea.
Where did it start? Which country?
I have no idea. Is it Europe? I don't think so.
Which country was Adolf Hitler the leader of?
I think it's Amsterdam.
I'm not sure.
About how many years ago do you think?
1800? Or I want to say like 300 years ago, maybe?
What were the prison camps called? What are they commonly known as?
I know this. I don't remember.
Begins with a C.
Concentration camps.
There you go. Can you name one?
No.
Not one.
Nope.
Can you name a concentration camp?
No.
What was Auschwitz?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
What was the Night of Broken Glass?
I don't know.
What was the Night of Broken Glass?
I do not know.
I don't know.
What were the Nuremberg laws?
Once again, I'm not sure.
I don't know that one.
What were the Nuremberg trials?
I don't know.
What was the significance of a ship called the St. Louis?
Don't know.
Which United States president was responsible for sending a boatload of Jews back to a certain death in Europe?
Not sure. Never heard that one.
I don't know.
Have you ever heard that before?
No, I haven't.
Did you look surprised when I said that? You never heard that story?
No, I didn't. I've never heard it.
What was the final solution?
I think it was just at the end of the World War II. They just it was the Nuremberg trials against the war crimes against the Nazi Party.
What do you mean by final solution?
What was his plan that he called the final solution?
Oh, I don't know then.
Do you know how many Jews were murdered?
I'm not sure. I want to say 3 million, but I have no idea.
Higher.
Higher? Is it 300? No.
Hundreds of thousands. That'd be my best guess.
I want to say like 1 million. I'm not sure.
What other groups were targeted besides Jewish people?
The African Americans. Here in the United States, they used to be like discriminated because skin color, and like the whites, especially American people, they used to like put them aside because of...
What about in Europe? Who did the Nazis target besides the Jews in Europe?
I don't know.
What type of experiments were done on prisoners of Auschwitz?
I don't know.
What did they do to twins in Auschwitz?
I have no idea.
Why did the Americans storm the beaches of Normandy?
I have no idea.
Where is Normandy?
So like, I mean, it's over near like England and Germany and all that jazz. I think it's like, it's not a peninsula, but like, do you know, I can look at the map and I'm like picturing the part that comes down and it's like over in there, like.
Which country?
Normandy? It's over by Germany. I know that. Like, at least compared to the United States, it's over by Germany. But I probably not much more help than that.
Which event thrust the United States into World War II?
I believe it was the murder of Franz Ferdinand. Yeah, Franz Ferdinand.
I think it wasn't the Holocaust. I believe it was the start of the Holocaust.
What was the ghetto uprising and where did it take place?
I don't know that either.
What did they tattoo on prisoners' arms at Auschwitz?
I want to say the Star of David, but I'm not really sure on what the tattoo was.
What U.S. general ordered his troops to take pictures of what they found at the camps when they got there so that no one would ever deny or forget what they did?
I don't know his name.
Who was Joseph Mengele?
Not sure.
Who was the president of the United States during World War II, during the Holocaust?
World War II. Was it Wilson? Woodrow Wilson? No?
I want to say Eisenhower, but I'm probably wrong. Was it JFK?
Who was Winston Churchill?
He was a general. I know that, right? Or he was involved in the military somehow. But
Which military?
I think the U.S. one, right? No? Okay, well.
Who were known as the Allies?
The allies of Hitler or of
They were called the Allies of America.
Russia, maybe? Russia. That's all I have.
Who were the Allies?
That was. Ooh. Was that like, No, that was. History is kind of spotty.
This is embarrassing. Any hints?
Who was Anne Frank?
I never read that book.
What did the Nazis make the Jews wear to identify them as Jews?
Ooh. I don't know.
What was the Holocaust?
That happened during World War II. Hitler organized it. He believed that Jews had dirty blood and they had to be erased. So he organized concentration camps and put them all through torture and a lot of deaths, a lot of just horrible cruelty.
Can you name a concentration camp?
Auschwitz. I took a class on this actually in high school.
You took a class on this in high school.
Yeah.
Did you go to public school in Pennsylvania?
No, New Jersey.
What other groups of people were targeted by the Nazis?
Gypsies, homosexuals, disabled, I think even twins. Well, they do experiments on twins. I know that they did that terrible experiment because I went to the museum, Holocaust Museum.
New Jersey went to the museum. In Washington, D.C.?
Yes, we went field trip actually in high school. Everyone, it wasn't even just the class, it was my whole grade went. So that was really, really cool to see.
When did the Holocaust happen?
1941, 42.
New Jersey. All correct. Were there any survivors? Have you met any?
No, I wish. I think we were supposed to have a survivor come into class, but we couldn't organize one. But no, I haven't met anyone.
What were the Nuremberg laws?
They were laws that prohibited many Jews from doing daily tasks that people should. Is that wrong?
That's right. What type of experiments were done on prisoners in Auschwitz?
Medical experiments.
What did they do to twins in Auschwitz?
Oh, they did crazy stuff to the twins.
You seem to know quite a bit about the Holocaust. Did you go to public school in Pennsylvania?
No, I went to public school in Long Island, New York.
What is genocide?
The word sounds so familiar to me, but I just can't remember.
What is genocide?
I don't know. Yeah.
Remember, it was Edmund Burke who said, "All that's necessary for evil to prosper is for good men to do nothing." And today, as I said a minute ago, there's continuing genocide. Today, the target is often Christians. But personally, I think Westerners, comfortable in their upscale homes and enjoying the good life, well, they don't care to get involved. They aren't involved in the sins of the past or the present. It doesn't make them feel good, and even today's pulpits emphasize topics that make people feel comfortable. So I consider today's apathy and indifference two of the most disturbing indicators of a perverse generation, and that includes some Christians. We cannot be indifferent to the suffering of millions of people, many of them carrying the cross of Christ, nor can we be silent about the longest hatred, the oldest hatred, the hatred of the Jewish people who gave us our Bible and our Messiah. So I'm going out of the program here, quoting something from the introduction of my book, Trapped in Hitler's Hell. And it reads this. This is something that's in the introduction of the book. There is something unprecedented about the European Holocaust. For the first time in the blood-stained history of the human race, a decision was birthed in a modern state in the midst of a civilized continent to track down, register, mark, isolate, dispossess, humiliate, concentrate, transport, and murder.